Good afternoon. This is Jessica Nelson, and I'm recording the Management 251 presentation. It's a look into human relations, organizations, applications, and skill building by Robert Lucier. I chose Chapter 2, which is Personality, Stress, Learning, and Perception. This chapter explores four key personal processes: personality, stress, learning, and perception. It shows how these processes affect how people behave at work and how they interact with each other. Personality, stress, learning, and perception, this is Lucier, page 40, is central to understanding individual behavior in organizations. In organizations, people aren't all the same. Their personalities, how they see things, how they respond to stress, and how they learn differ. These differences affect teamwork, communication, morale, conflict, and performance. If leaders understand these processes, they can better motivate, support, and guide others. The importance of an internal locus of control cannot be overstated. Lucier, page 41. One key concept is personality. Personality is a set of traits that make someone unique and stable over time. Traits like extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, neuroticism, and openness to experience influence how a person interacts at work. For example, a high conscientious person is likely to be reliable and organized. Personality is the word commonly used to describe an individual's collection or total person of such behavioral traits as characteristics. Lucier, page 40. Another key concept is stress and coping. Stress is the body's and mind's response to demands and stressors that exceeds a person's ability to cope. At work, stressors could be deadlines, heavy workloads, conflicts, or role ambiguity. Human relations bring us personal happiness, but they can also be a source of stress. It's Lucier, page 48. Another key concept is learning theories. Learning means a relatively permanent change in behavior because of experience. Important learning theories include classical conditioning, learning by association, operant conditioning, learning by consequences, rewards, and punishments, and social observational learning, learning by watching others. Most scientists today believe there are different components of kinds of intelligence. Lucier, page 53. Another key concept is perception and perceptual bias. Perception is how individuals interpret the sensory information around them, how they see their environment and others. People use shortcuts, biases such as halo effect, stereotyping, confirmation bias, and projection. These biases can lead to misunderstanding, incorrect judgments, or unfair evaluations. Managers' perceptions and behavior do affect our perceptions and behavior at work. An example is Google's employee profiling and well-being. Google often uses personality assessments and perception tools in hiring and team placement. They also provide stress management programs such as mindfulness and counseling to help employees cope. Because personality and stress affect performance, Google's efforts help match people to roles and support them under pressure. We need to be constantly learning new things at a faster pace to be successful in our personal and professional life. Lucier, page 59. Google has been one of the first companies to really understand the need for employees to have a flexible schedule and work out their teams' terms to unleash their creativity and a great level of productivity. That's from Forbes Technology Council. Another example is remote work during COVID-19. The pandemic forced many workplaces into remote setups. This changed how people perceive their work environment and interact. Some employees experienced high stress because of isolation, distractions, or work-life boundary issues. Companies introduce virtual mentoring, online learning, and mental health resources to help. The term perception refers to a person's interpretation of reality. It does not look like the shift to remote work is likely to reverse anytime soon, says Smart. Improving performance and teamwork. By applying these concepts, organizations can assign roles that match personality, provide stress management training and wellness programs, use training programs aligned with learning theories, train decision makers to guard against perceptual bias, and these can improve job satisfaction, communication, and reduce conflict. There are numerous theories of intelligence, many of which view intelligence as the ability to learn and the use of cognitive processes. From Lucier. Challenges and limitations. Some challenges include people resist labels or feel boxed in personality profiling. Coping strategies might differ. What works for one might not work for another. Learning approaches may not suit every individual equally. Perceptual biases are hard to eliminate entirely. Also, resources and costs may limit full implementation in small organizations. Our perceptions, intelligence, and others affect how we see ourselves. Lucier. Key takeaways. Personality, stress, learning, and perception are foundational to how people behave. Understanding these can help managers communicate better and reduce conflict, design training, and support well-being. However, these tools must be used thoughtfully, respecting individual differences and contexts. First impressions are often surprisingly accurate and have long-lasting effects on behavior. One thought-provoking question. If a company could predict how each employee would respond to stress and change, how would that reshape hiring, team design, and leadership? We should realize that it matters how others perceive us, says Lasserre, page 61. The references I used were Human Relations and Organizations Application and Skill Building by Lasserre, the article by Smart regarding remote work, the Forbes Technology Council regarding Google's company. Thank you for watching my video.